Hello everybody, and welcome to day number 1 of the BCR Technique 30-day challenge. So, if you have already seen day 0 that I posted up yesterday, then you're good to go. You're ready to begin the BCR Technique 30-day challenge. If you have not seen it, well, it's okay. You can stay put where you are. But after watching this broadcast today, I'd like you just to go back and check out day 0, okay? Because that's just giving you the prerequisite. Prerequisite is very, very simple. And once you get the hang of it, these next 30 days are going to be a cakewalk for each of you. So I want to thank all of you that are here on the chat. We will be getting into a brief Q&A afterwards. I do not want to make these videos too long, maybe about 15 to 20 minutes per day. But again, if you do have questions for me, it's just regarding the BCR technique. It's not regarding anything else. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and begin. The first thing we're going to do is it's kind of a pre-BCR technique. We're going to do what's known as checking in. Okay? Now this is just having something like a simple notepad, or you can use your tablet, or you can use your phone. But what you're doing is you're just being aware of yourself. So the first thing we're going to do through this check-in is we firstly have to get ourselves comfortable. Okay, we're getting ourselves comfortable. We're making sure that the spine is straight and erect. Okay, so whether you're sitting in a chair or whether you're lying down, either is completely fine. Just get yourself comfortable and just make sure your spine is straight. Okay, now we're just going to close our eyes. And I want you just to follow the rhythm of your natural breathing. We're not going to intensify the breath just yet. We're just following the rhythm of our natural breathing, and we're just checking in. So we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions for this check-in. Number 1, how is my body feeling right now? So I'm just feeling out my body. Are there any cramps? Are there any stiffness? Is there any pain? Is there any ache? Is there any sores? Okay, if something comes up, that's where we have our notepad handy. Okay, so then we start writing something down. Okay, I have a twitch in my knee. Okay, my neck feels a little bit stiff. Okay, so I'm writing that down. So I'm writing down anything physically that may be troubling right here, right now, as I'm checking in. Again, as we go back into just being aware of the natural rhythm of our breath, we're now going to look into the emotional state of ourselves. How am I feeling emotionally right now? Okay, so you may check in and you may say, I feel a wave of depression. I feel there's depression here. Okay, so I'm writing that down. I feel that there's depression. Okay, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling fearful. Okay. If any of those things are coming up, you want to write it down. Now, here's the thing. You want to be completely open and honest with yourself as you're checking in. It's very important. Okay? So we want to be open and honest about how our body feels. If you know your body is sore, but you're, oh, no, I'm fine. No, you're lying to yourself, and that's not going to help you. I want you to be open and honest. How is your body feeling? And how is your emotional state? Okay, so you're writing that down, either on a notepad, your tablet, your phone, what have you. Okay? Third question we're asking, are there any belief systems coming up right now? Okay? Is there anything that I feel I'm very tied into? Is there a kink in the chain of my mental energy, which represents belief systems? Okay? So I'm just asking that simple question. Are there any belief systems coming up? Okay? And so maybe feeling, yeah, I don't feel like I can go anywhere. I feel very confined. I feel very restricted. Okay, so a confinement belief system. I'm angry at my parents. Okay, so again, there's that feeling that, so if I say I'm angry with my parents because, what is it? They won't let me do what I want, right? So that's another restriction. Okay, so we're getting an idea about how we can identify the barriers of this belief system. I don't feel I can make money, right? So there's a financial restriction. Okay, so it's some type of confinement, it's some type of restriction, it's some type of barrier. So it's family related, it's money related, it's job related, it's personal related, right? So we're looking at those things. Okay? So are there any belief systems that I'm feeling right now? Okay? And again, we're just writing that down. So this is the check-in point. So now that you have written down that check-in point, if you need a bit more time, you just come back to this recording and do it again. Okay? Now that we have the physical body, emotional body, and mental body taken care of as we're looking into the check-in here, we're now ready to proceed with the BCR technique. Okay, so this is what we do every single morning. We check in first. Okay, what is it that we check on? Here's your quiz, guys. What 3 things do we check up on? What do we start with? Number 1, how is the physical body? Okay, write that down if you need to. Number 2, how is the emotional body? Number 3, how is the mental body? So, physical body, aches, stiffness, sore, pain, right? Emotional body, what emotions are coming through me right now? Am I angry? Am I sad? Am I fearful? Mental body, what belief systems are coming up? Is it restrictions regarding family? Is it restrictions regarding friends? Is it restrictions regarding finances? Is it restrictions regarding career? Is it restrictions about how I see the world? Is it restrictions about politicians? Whatever it may be. These are the barriers, the restrictions, the confinements. And we're just being aware of that. Okay? So that is a check-in point. So now that we have checked in and now that we are aware of what we are working on today, we're now going to go ahead and begin the BCR technique process. What does BCR stand for? Breathwork, calmness, reinforcement. Okay? Reinforcement represents love energy. Okay? We are reinforcing ourselves. It's like looking at a scale, and the heavier portion of the scale represents conflict. It represents trauma. It represents hardship. It represents separate self. So our goal here is to do this. Okay? Is to balance ourselves. So in order for us to get from here to here, we're working with love energy. Okay? But that's going to be coming in shortly. That's the 3rd step. Okay? So just as you discovered in day 0 of the BCR Technique 30-day challenge, all we're doing firstly is breathing. Okay? So I want you to do that now. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and empty your lungs. Okay? Fill your lungs through the nose, empty them through the mouth. In, out. Fill the lungs, empty the lungs. Inhale, exhale. Once again with me. Exhale. Check in. How are you feeling? Are you feeling lightheaded? Are you feeling kind of floaty? Are you feeling kind of tingly? Okay. These are sensations that you're getting the calming wave. Okay. So that is the important thing to look for. When you're doing these deep inhales and deep exhales, you're being aware of your body. You're getting all this oxygenation coming into the body. You're filling your body with all this energy. Okay? And you may start to feel almost like a pleasant throbbing. Or again, you may start to feel like your skin is tingling. Okay? You may start to feel again that lightheadedness. That's the feeling that you're in the calm wave. It's a wave of calmness. Okay? Once we hit that wave, here's what we do for step 2, because there's 2 parts to this breathing. And you'll know this when you do the day 0 preparation. Okay? So number 1 is that we inhale through the nose and we exhale through the mouth. Once we hit the calm wave, we inhale through the nose, filling the lungs, and we exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, emptying your lungs. Okay, so we're always making sure that we're filling the lungs and we're emptying the lungs. Filling the lungs, emptying the lungs through both phases of breath, through the nose, through the mouth, and through the nose and out through the nose. Okay? So again, inhale, exhale. Okay? What are we doing with the lungs, everybody? We're filling them up and we're emptying them. Okay? Very important to remember. So, what happens when you hit that calm wave? That wave of calm comes through. What do? You switch. You switch to nasal breathing. Okay? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay? And again, you're just sitting with this calm. Okay? As you're sitting with this calmness right now, I want you just to close your eyes, and I want you just to feel like you're just sitting in this beautiful wave. It's kind of like if you have a piece of wood and you're sitting in the middle of the ocean, and you're just calmly sitting on this plank, this board, and you're just feeling the gentle waves of the ocean. There's no intensity whatsoever. It feels really, really nice. Okay? Just this very soft, gentle wave of the water that's just very slowly and gently and lightly bobbing your wooden plank that you're sitting on. Okay? That's what you're feeling. It feels really, really nice. It's very gentle. It's very tranquil. Okay? It's not violent in any particular way. It's very, very soft. But you just feel like this light bobbing. Okay? And you're just feeling that. You're just tuning into this light bobbing. And as you continue to tune into it, the waves now start to cease. There's no bobbing anymore. Okay? You're now just seated amongst a complete and total tranquil ocean where there are no waves whatsoever. You have become stilled now. Okay? This is the process of the calmness. So it firstly starts off as gentle waves. Secondly, the waves are completely calm. Okay? Now you're in calmness. Very good. Now we're going to move on to the third part, which is reinforcement. So we've done the breathing technique, and what the breathing technique is doing is it's bringing you into that calmness. You know when you're in calmness, when your mind feels lighter. Okay? You're not being bombarded by thoughts. The breath is working to put those thoughts at bay, okay? To tranquilizing those thoughts. And we're in that state of calmness, okay? And now we're going on to the third step, which is reinforcement. So with your eyes closed, I want you just to see the void within your mind. Inside this void, I want you to imagine what you would consider to be your perfect space. Okay, so I want you just to see this reality, this scenario, coming alive inside your mind. Everybody has their own unique, perfect space. Don't be shy, don't be bashful. You don't have to tell people about your perfect space if you don't want to. Okay? As we're doing that now, I just want you to feel this perfect space come alive. So maybe you're in a beautiful, enchanted forest. Maybe you're on a beach. Maybe you're in a beautiful meadow. Maybe you're somewhere in the cosmos. Doesn't matter. It's your perfect space. Okay? Now I want you to take in all of the beautiful surroundings of your space. Feel the environment around you that just radiates this pure love. Okay? For example, if you're in an enchanted forest, you're looking at all the beautiful trees around you and you feel like sparkles are coming off the trees. You feel like the air here is visible. It's like this soft, semi-transparent light. Okay, you can kind of see the air. You can see the oxygen. It's semi-transparent. Now I want you to breathe that in. And slowly breathing out through your nose. Okay, so when you're in your perfect space, we're not doing any mouth exhales. Okay, we're staying very tranquil. Right? When we're doing those intense exhales to the mouth, that's an intensity. We don't need to do that in our perfect space. We're getting ourselves relaxed. Okay, so you breathe it in and slowly out through the nose. Okay, So I'm just using the enchanted forest as an example. You're just using your own perfect space for whatever that may be for yourself. So I want you just to take in all of this. I want you to imagine like the pores of your skin are opening up and you're just absorbing everything that represents the love, the compassion, the purity, and the perfection of your perfect space. This is all we're doing today. Okay? We're just absorbing the space. When we come into day number 2, we're going to be adding some elements to that perfect space. But today, all I want you to do is I want you to just be aware of this perfect space. I want you to be aware of all the love that is here, right? So let your environment be as pure and as blissful as possible to you, okay? So you're making this environment divine. You're making this environment pure. You're making it pristine. You're making it perfect. And I want you just to absorb all of that love energy coming directly into yourself. And as it enters the body, it's collecting itself directly into the heart. So as it's coming to the pores of your skin, all of that energy is converging into the heart. Okay? So you're feeling all of that energy coming into the heart. And you're just feeling your heart getting filled up with this pure love energy. Be soft, be gentle with yourself. See yourself as a gentle flower, right? You're not being forceful. You're not being aggressive. You're not being intense. When you are in your perfect space, you are soft. You are gentle. You are tranquil. This is especially important for the men. Okay? Men, for those of you who are here, you're incorporating your divine feminine. Okay? This is extremely important. Right? You're not here to be a warrior. You're here to be a healer. Okay? You are healing yourself. This is your space. So absorbing all of that love energy through the pores of your skin and converging it directly into the heart. And what I want you to do right now is I want you to see a ball. Okay? A ball in the center of your hands. And I want you to make it bigger as you feel the love energy that's coming into your heart. This is giving you a scale to work with. Okay? So you're making the ball bigger with all the love energy that is coming into your heart. Okay? Your hands that are expanding with this ball is your gauge, letting you know how much love energy is coming into your heart right now. Okay, we just want to stretch out the hands as far as they can go. Okay, and when they cannot get any further, we're now going to contract that ball into the size of a tennis ball. Okay, so you're just expanding your hands as far as they can go, as this is the love energy gauge. This is your gauge to letting you know how much love energy is inside your heart right now. Okay, and then we're contracting that ball, making it the size of a what? Size of a tennis ball. Okay? As we do that, we're holding this tennis ball sized energy ball filled with love in our hand. We're now slowly exhaling through the nose, putting that love energy ball into the heart. Okay? So let's recap again. We have the energy ball. Why is it getting bigger? It's the gauge to letting you know how much love energy is in your heart right now. How far do we do this? Until the hands cannot stretch out any further. Once they are completely stretched out, we bring the energy in. We compress the ball into the size of a what? The size of a tennis ball. Yes. And we hold it in our hand. We take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. putting that ball into the heart. Okay? Now that we have put that ball into the heart, we can slowly now come back into the present moment. Okay? Just slowly bringing yourself back. You can kind of flutter your eyes a little bit. You can slowly move your hands, move your fingers, curl your toes, rotate your shoulders a little bit if you want. And you're gently coming back. And when you are ready, you can completely open your eyes. And now we ask the question, how do you feel? That's the most important question, okay? How do I feel? I feel lighter than air. I feel wonderful. I feel amazing. Great, because we're not done yet, okay? This is where we go to our notepad. This is where we go to our tablet. This is where we go to our phone, okay? And we've looked at the things that we have written, okay? So the thing we're going to do first is, let's say, for example, with the emotion, that we have a tense neck, okay? A neck tension, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to cross that off, or if I'm using a tablet, I'm just going to put it like an underline or a bold, anything like that, okay? Just to let me know that I'm working on this right now, okay? So I have a tense neck. So what I'm going to do is I just take my right or my left hand, place it on the heart. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes. And I'm feeling all that love energy inside the heart. And I'm just putting the thought of knowing that my neck is very, very tense. And I'm just going to say to the love energy the following. Love energy, heal my neck completely. Apply. Okay? That's all I'm doing. So if it's a neck tension, my hand is on the heart, I'm aware of the neck, and I'm just saying, love energy, heal my neck tension. Apply or let it be done. Okay? And as you say that, take a deep breath in and out to the nose. And you feel that energy going to work in the neck. Okay? So I want you to take 3 of those full deep breaths. Deep breath in and out. Emptying the lungs. Deep breath in and out. Emptying the lungs. And one more time. And now you're just observing the neck. Is it feeling lighter? Is there activity? That's all we're really looking for. Is there activity happening in the area of the neck? If the answer is yes, then what we do is we give it a check mark. Okay, so we've stricken it through and we've given it a little tick, a little check mark. We're done with that. Now we go down the list. We do the same thing for anything else in the physical body, the emotional body, and the mental body. Okay? So now you're going down the list and you're saying, okay, here's something with the emotions. Here's depression, okay? Now that it's depression, I don't really need to know where it is in the body, okay? I just know it's in my body, okay? So here's what I would say regarding an emotional blockage. Let's say, for example, it's depression. My hand is upon my heart. I say to the love energy, because we always start off with the sentence, love energy, okay? Or we can just call it love, whatever you prefer. You can call it love energy, or you can call it love. Your choice, okay? So, love energy. Heal the depression within myself. Let it be done. Okay, that's it. Heal the depression within myself. Let it be done or apply. Okay? And now you're again taking those 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. And you're checking in. How am I feeling? I feel lighter. I feel really, really good. Feels great. The love energy is going to work. Is there activity in the emotion? Yes. My heart feels lighter. Great. Okay? That's what we're looking for. We're just looking for activity response based upon the area that we're working on. Okay? So I know this is going a little bit over 20 minutes, but again, it's the first day, so bear with me. I know I'm going a little bit longer, past the 20-minute mark, but each of the other videos will be about 20 minutes. so far, and in duration approximately. Okay. So again, then we're doing the same thing with our mental body. Okay, or with the restrictions we're feeling. Okay, I feel the personal restriction here. Personal restriction that I don't feel free, that I feel confined, that I feel like I'm in isolation. Okay, so we want to again look at that because that is also tied together with emotion, but it is a mental block, right? So the emotions and the mentality are kind of sharing the same space here. So now we're just putting our hand there. Okay, so we're basically feeling isolation. It's an isolation belief system. Okay, so with our hands upon the heart, I'm saying to the heart now, love energy, heal my isolation belief system. Let it be done, or apply. 1, 2, 3. How am I feeling? Feels a little bit better, okay? Now I need to perform actions when I'm working with mental blocks, when I'm working with belief systems. I may need to go for a walk around the neighborhood. I may want to get into my car and go for a little drive around the neighborhood. I may just want to go for a walk, and I want to feel completely free, right? So the mental block is fading away, but you want to commit to an action, okay? You want to commit to an action towards this so that this becomes concrete to you. This becomes practical, right? Many of you prefer that practicality. So this is why we're honoring that. Okay, so if I feel confined, if I feel isolated in my space, I'm going to make an intention to go beyond my space today. I'm going to go to areas that I've never been to before. If I'm around my neighborhood, there's certain places I've walked, but I know that there's a certain place I haven't walked, and I'm going to go there today. Okay? And that's you breaking the barrier. You're now exploring new areas. You're exploring a new space. Okay? That helps to eliminate the isolation, right? So that's just an example. I could go over a million examples here because there's millions of them, right? We're just using this simple example, all right? So the love energy that's contained inside your heart is your alleviator to suffering, okay? This is how we get high. We are getting high on love because all of that love energy is now inside our heart. You know that when I've talked about this on New Earth TV Live, right, where we're looking into the heart, and I say just get high on love, well, that's what you're doing, okay? What I would encourage you guys to do as well is I'd like you to do the BCR technique multiple times per day, okay? I would say if you can do it at least twice a day, then you're good, you're golden, okay? So just go back to this video once again, right? You feel that love energy flowing through you. You feel all that love from your space. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Don't be shy, it's your love. It's your tranquil energy. You're in the center of this ocean. You're in the calmness. Let all of that energy cultivate and converge directly into your heart. And that is your alleviator. This is the alleviation to all suffering. Okay? Use it. You're building it up. And over these next 30 days, you're going to build it up even more because we're going to get more advanced. Okay? This is just the bare bones basic of the BCR technique, okay? So again, we do the breathing technique, right? The breath, where we're again doing the inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and we're doing that multiple times until we feel that wave of calmness. When we're in that calmness, we're again just feeling like we're on the ocean, right? We're bobbing a little bit, and then we're just stilling the waves. Now we go into reinforcement. We're going into our perfect space. We feel the love through our perfect space. We're embodying that into ourselves. How much love do we detect? That's based upon the gauge of your hands. Expanding it outwards, right? Once they cannot go any further, compress it into a tennis ball. Putting it into the chest, into the heart. Feeling that ball become one with the heart, okay? Now that we're there, we slowly come back and we go to our check-in list, okay? And we just cross off those things that we're doing. If there is success, we put a little tick. If there's something that's not successful, we put an X, okay? If you still feel it's there, that's okay. We're just putting an X. That just means the first attempt, it has not been alleviated. This is why I say you do the BCR technique multiple times per day. Okay? You go for a second run. Okay? And I want you to put even more love energy into yourself. Okay? And I want you just to keep putting it in, and it's like you're making a skyscraper. You're making this etheric skyscraper of love that is so incredibly powerful, that is so incredibly huge, that it is bigger than Mount Everest. All right? You're putting all that love energy there, and you're laughing. Okay? This has happened to me when I'm doing the BCR technique at times. I'm like, pure love energy. It feels wonderful. We're going to get into that more throughout the 30 days. Okay? But you're making that tennis ball, you're putting it together, you're putting it into your heart, and you're working with it. Okay? That love energy in the heart is your alleviator to suffering. Okay? You want to make sure you have a full gas tank of love energy inside the heart. So you're seeing the heart right now as your fuel tank. Okay? It's your fuel tank of love. Fill it up. Make sure it's at the brim. Okay? It's very important for you to know. Fill it up. Now that it's filled up, let's put it to work. We got all that love energy now. Let's put all of that love energy there. And all you're doing is you're just giving the love energy a command. If your neck is sore, okay, you're aware of it. The thought is there. Love energy, heal my neck tension. Let it be done. Okay? And that's it. And now it starts going to work. You do those 3 deep breaths, and you're just aware of activity. Okay? Doesn't mean it's going to all happen all at once, but the activity is there, which means you may check in a few hours later. Neck tension is completely gone. It's just been about 4 hours, and now it's completely gone. My God, the love energy did this for me. Okay? And I want you to note your accomplishments. Okay? So for that example, 4 hours pass. My neck tension is gone. So what we're doing is we're just drawing a line underneath our list. Okay? And if you're doing it on your tablet, just put a little space or something like that. Okay? And an accomplishment. My neck tension is gone. Exclamation mark. Okay? Note your accomplishments every single day. Okay? I want you to check in with yourself periodically through the day. Okay? So we've done all this work here in the morning, and now we're just going out and we're living our day, right? We check in a couple hours later. It feels good. My emotions feel lighter today. My neck tension is gone. My tension, my body feels lighter. Great, those are accomplishments. Write down your accomplishments, okay? What I'm going to do for each of you tomorrow is I'm going to have a PDF document for you, okay? It's a review of everything that we talked about today. Okay, so you can work with that PDF document. I'll have it in the video description tomorrow. This will be for day 2, okay? And it's just a simple checklist reminder of everything that we have gone through today, okay? And this is an important thing for you to have for your reminders, okay? So when you have accomplishments, write them down, okay? It's very, very important. And this is, again, important to check in each and every day. We are going to incorporate the TC technique, but not yet, okay? But the first 2 or 3 days, we're just working with the BCR technique, and then we're going to get into the TC technique, okay? Which is trigger clearing, okay? That's what happens when you're triggered. Now, for those of you who want to be early birds, you can look at the old BCR TC techniques on my YouTube channel, okay? They're there, but we're not really incorporating it yet. It'll probably be after day 3, I would say, or maybe on day 3 or after day 3 that we'll look into that. We want to add a little bit more oomph to our space, and that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. All right. So that is the BCR technique rundown. That's the bare bones basics of it for today. All right. So let me check your questions here. I know, like I said, we're running a little bit long here. I don't want to make these too long. Okay. So let me just go through the list here to see if there's any questions here that you guys have. Angela says, I have an odd question. Under my left eye has been twitching since the start of the video and still is twitching. Is this normal? Don't worry about giving that too much attention, okay? If it's twitching, that's basically representing a blockage, okay? Whenever your body is twitching, whenever your body is jolting, whenever there feels like there's some type of activity going on, that's just indicating where a blockage is, okay? When it's starting to tick like that, or it's starting to throb, or it's starting to jolt, okay, that means energy is being put in it, right? Which means there is a process right now for your twitching eye to be released, okay? Energy is getting to it. Your chi, your life force, your prana is getting to that, and it's letting you know that there's a blockage there, but it's working on it right now, okay? So whenever there's that twitch, that's letting you know that there is stagnant energy causing a blockage, and that the twitch is basically showing a process, okay? There's a process right now. It doesn't mean it's going to fully happen. It could, but it's just letting you know that energy is being directed towards that area and helping to clear that out. So yes, just keep an eye on it. That should be one of the things that you're coming down with, that you're putting on your check-in list regarding physical condition, okay? How's the physical body? My eye's twitching, okay? So don't go into the story of it. Don't worry about that. Just say, my eye is twitching. It's okay, right? We're going to work on that. You send the love energy to that, all right? And that's helping to alleviate the blockage, all right? So good question, Angela. Thank you for that. But again, don't involve yourself too much with the story of it, okay? That's very important. We don't want to attach the story. We just want to work on these areas. We just want to be aware of what's blocked, and we want to send love energy to it. That's all we're doing, plain and simple, okay? Okay, NM says, where is the heat exactly? Well, the heat comes from within you. You are the heat. You are the source to all of your heat within your body, okay? The living energy, the life force that you are accumulating into yourself, you're activating centers within yourself that are now coming online. The love energy is doing that to you, okay? So your body is getting all of the replenishment of this life force energy of prana that's now starting to jumpstart. And now all of this energy is now going to start working and clearing out all of those patterns of blockages, okay? Heat comes from with you. There's nothing outside. It's all through you, right? When you're feeling love energy coming in, right, some of you may start to feel like your hands are hot, okay? You may start to feel warmth in your hands or heat in your hands. You may also start to feel like your hands are heavy, all right? This is a common sign of running energy, okay? Energy runs. This is, again, through the breath. When you're bringing in that much breath, your body is now going to start heating up, right? It's like revving an engine. Rin, 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 right? You're revving up the engine, and now your body is going to start developing heat. It's going to start building up heat, because that's the translation of the prana, of the chi, that's flowing through you, okay? When you start accumulating all of that love energy into your heart, that love energy is the commander. And now that love energy is going to guide all of the energy within your body into these specific areas, physically, emotionally, mentally, to clear up a lot of those areas, okay? So it's being the commander. It's the alleviator to your suffering, all right? Okay. Okay, we're not talking about cutting cords right now, guys. Don't jump ahead of yourselves. Just follow what is being brought forward here through the presentation today, okay? Don't worry about jumping the gun and saying cutting cords. We're not doing any cord cutting, okay? That is not what we're doing today. This is the BCR technique. Okay. Elena says, can children learn and use BCR technique? I encourage it. I especially encourage it for children, right? So as you start to learn this, you should basically just pull up this video and show it to your child, okay? And if your child is willing, that he or she wants to do this as well too, they're more than welcome. This is for everybody, guys. This is for children, this is for teenagers, this is for adults, this is for seniors. This is for everybody. This is a universal system, okay? This is you working with your chi. Do your children not have chi as well too? They certainly do, right? Do teenagers have chi? Of course they do. Do adults have chi? Yes. Do seniors have chi? Yes. So why wouldn't any of you be excluded? Of course you're not going to be excluded, right? Of course you're going to be included in this. This is for everybody. This is for all ages. Okay? So absolutely. Have your children come through and let them try it out too. Okay. Question, where is the heart exactly? All right, so NM, you need to look at some anatomy books. Okay? Now just watch about what I do. When I'm putting my hand on my heart, what am I doing? I'm putting it right on the center of my chest here. My hand is touching the center of my chest. Okay? NM, you're being far too analytical here. Stop being analytical. No analyticalness in this. Just follow the process and stop bringing intellect into this. You don't need it. I want you to engage your femininity. That's why we go into the space. Okay? That's why we're bringing in that love energy. I want you to feel rather than to think. Okay? You have to understand that if I'm pointing to the moon, I don't want you doing this with my finger. What is the finger pointing to? Is the finger pointing to the moon? Right? Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Okay? That defines the intellect to a T. Don't concentrate on the finger if I'm pointing to the moon. Okay? Because that's all I'm doing here throughout all of my videos that I've ever done. It's a finger pointing to the moon. All right? Stop concentrating on the finger. Look at what is. Look what's all around you. Right? That is to be in the femininity. That is to be in the love. It's to go out of the left brain that distracts the living heck out of you and coming into the right brain where you are aware. That's what we're doing here. Left to right. NM, less of your intellect. Okay? This is what's going to set you free. You have to be here on the heart. When you go in to your perfect space and you start absorbing all of that beautiful love energy coming into yourself, are you feeling anything? Even if it's something very, very small. Is there activity? And if you're saying yes, good. You're starting to embrace your feelings. Are you smiling? Yes. No, I'm not, because I'm so depressed. No, come on. You're in your perfect space. Unleash yourself. And that goes for everybody. Unleash yourself. Open yourself up. Be expansive. Be God. Because that's who you are. That is your true nature. All right? You're putting aside the tiny, itty-bitty little identity human body here. Putting it aside. And you're going into the expansiveness of your awareness. All right? That is where you want to be. That's the nature of the BCR technique. Again, we'll talk about this more in the days ahead. I've already run pretty long for this video today. Okay? Okay, and that's all for questions today. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up day 1. So like I said, I will have a PDF for day number 2 tomorrow. It'll be a much more shorter video, okay, because we run through all the basics, okay? So look for the PDF document tomorrow. It will be in the video description, all right, and you can check that out. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in to day number 1, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Be well and take care.